I spoke to Indian actor Preeti Zinta, who will be presenting the Pia Angelou Award to Indian cinematographer Santosh Sivan at the Cannes Film Festival. This award honors excellence in photography. Have a look. Preeti G. Zinta, the Indian actor and entrepreneur who will be presenting the prestigious Pia Angelou Award to ace Indian cinematographer Santosh Sivan at the Cannes Film Festival, is right here with us in Cannes. Welcome, Preeti. Such a pleasure to have you on DD India.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here. Long time.
Long time. How are you doing?
Wow, I'm so tired, but I'm great.
1998, you did Dil Se with Santosh Ji behind the lens, and now it's 2024. It's almost 26 years now. Your thoughts on this occasion?
Well, it's amazing. I think we have a karmic connection, Santosh and me. I did my first film with him. Dil Se wasn't my first film. Kya Kehna was, and then Soldier. Lekin first film jo bahar nikli that came out was Dil Se. Because I shot 3 days for Soldier, 5 days for Kya Kehna. And then that time, nobody shot in one stretch. And by the time Dil Se came to me, wo puri film was shot. So only 10 days were left. So jab mera kaam 10 days ka hua, to the film was released. It was ready because they'd already shot the whole film. And now I feel I'm coming take 2 in my life, where I'm come back into movies, and I'm doing Lahore 1947 with Santosh. And fir I got this opportunity to present this amazing prestigious award to Santosh. And by the way, he's not the first Indian, he's the first Asian who is being given this award. So I feel great, and I'm very happy it's me.
Absolutely. Sticking to Dil Se, in 1998 it was released. Any moments that you treasure from those times vis-a-vis Santosh Ji, having him behind the lens then?
I have some very funny stories. I don't know if I should say it. But yes, he was always very sweet. I remember when I was shooting Jia Jale, हमने एक तो नीमराना we shot a little bit in this fort, and then the other bits we shot in Kerala. And while we were shooting in Kerala, the whole song it had light rain. You don't really see the rain, but it was there. So for 4 days in that rain, my bones were hurting, I had fever, I wasn't feeling well. And Santosh came and he got me rasam and he got me all this food, and he was like, why don't you eat this, have it hot? And he was very sweet, he took care of me. But this is a sweet, endearing story. But the funny story is, when we were in Neemrana, he had this bad cold. So he was like, the whole time he was coughing. So one night, मैं सीढ़ियों से नीचे चल रही थी और ऐसी दीवार थी और एक खिड़की थी. मैं ऐसे नीचे चल रही थी, तो I heard, so I said, Santosh, is it you? और मुझे नहीं पता था कि वो अपने बाथरूम में है. Suddenly, धूम 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 की चीज गिरने की आवाज आई, and he said, can you see me? Can you see me? I said, no, I can hear you. And then he just started laughing from there. I was laughing from the other side. So that's Santosh. He's a bit crazy. He's an absolute genius. And I am so fortunate that I got to work with him in my first film. And I'm working with him again. Because it's so important, a cinematographer is the eyes of a film. And a director has a vision, but it's him who executes that vision. So I'm so happy I'm working with him here, because he's just so fun and crazy. And when you're doing heavy scenes or something very hectic and difficult, he makes it so, fun and easy. So that's nice.
So on the sets, how is it working with him? Because was there a no makeup look that you were asked to have in Dil Se? Tell us about that.
Yes, well, I was like, I'm working with Mani Ratnam, and I had seen Bombay, and I had seen all these movies, so I was very excited. So, I fully taiyar hoke, full makeup, shake up and all. I came, and I was like, hi sir, good morning. And he was like, wash your face. I was like, excuse me? He's like, please wash your face. So I said, then my makeup will come off. And he goes, I know, that's what I want. And I was like, I looked around and I looked at him, and then I realized he's serious. So I panicked. And he's like, please wash your face. And I'll always be grateful to Santosh, because I went and I washed my face and I came back and I was like, what's going to happen to me? And, in Dil Se, that's his genius, by the way. And the other thing that's amazing about him is he's 5 minutes. 5 minutes में उनका shot ready हो जाता है. When you're doing a difficult scene and it's an emotional scene, to wait between each shots for an hour, 2 hours is very difficult. He's very quick. He lightens the mood. And then always lunch or dinner we eat together. So I always get like food from home, my tiffin or something. And then we all share. And then he's like, what have you got today? Acha, you have this, you have that. And then we sit and eat. So that's kind of nice. Because I'm a big foodie.
So fun moments, really. But what do you think makes him the best cinematographer in India and in Asia?
I think his eye for detail, how quick he is, how effortless he looks. आपको कभी ऐसे नहीं लगेगा कि वो इतनी मेहनत कर रही है और इतना टाइम लगा रहे हैं और इतना सोच रहे हैं. He's just so quick. And I don't know what it is, but he's just a genius. And vision ही है और क्या हो सकता है. And he doesn't take himself so seriously. He won't like come. And he's a little eccentric, which all geniuses are. But I absolutely love him. क्योंकि मेरा इतना क्रेजी स्केड्यूल था. अभी IPL गेम्स के लिए जा रही थी, नाइट शूट्स कर रही थी, कुछ एड्स बीच में शूट कर रही थी. अभी बच्चे भी हैं मेरे साथ. सो पूरी रात आप शूट करते हो और सुबह घर जाते हो 5 बजे. 7 बजे बच्चे उठ जाते हैं. And they come and they're like, Mama! And they like open my eyes and I'm like, and then I go back. So it was so difficult to manage everything. Because abhi film ka end, we're coming towards the end of the film. But I really said I'm going to make this trip. Because it's for 2 nights. And I really wanted to be here. I know this is a very special moment for him. It's also Pierre Ingenue, the gentleman jinke piche this award is named, he made the zoom lens and Santosh is now getting a zoom lens with his name on it. So I'm going to be like, can you zoom in now? So I wanted to be part of this and I think it's such an honor that they asked me for it. So I'm looking forward to it.
Is there a relationship of trust between an artist and a cinematographer, and do you feel at home with somebody like him behind the lens? Because even for that look that you had without makeup, you trusted him to come up with the best shot, and he did.
Yes, I think absolutely. It's all about trust. It's also about, if comfort. There's a comfort level when you know that you're working with the best, you want to give your best. I mean, I want to give my best. Sorry, I'm going to say it again. I want to give my best anyway, but it's a pleasure to give your best. Because people don't realize sometimes you can give the best shot, but if the focus is off, or the frame is off, you have to do it again. Or the lighting is off, or a shadow comes, or something is not working, you have to do it again and again and again. And to keep doing something again and again, especially if it's a very emotional shot, is so difficult. So then you realize, oh my God, I'm so grateful I'm working with him. Because he's like, and of course, Rajkumar Santoshi, the director, he's also amazing to work with. But sometimes, he'll say, should we do one more? And Santosh like, it's okay. We don't need it. And then...
Very reassuring.
No, because they also have such a good connection. They've done so many films together. There's so much trust between them too. So, yes, and when you're doing... and I'm so happy I'm working on Lahore 1947 with him. Because when I first came for my look test, I went and gave him a big hug and I think even he was surprised. He's like, isko kya ho gaya? I was like, he was so happy to be here. He was like, okay. But I really was. I just was so happy. I'm a big foodie and, when I was really sick, he took care of me and fed me. So I'll never forget that.
So now that you're working with him on Lahore 1947, what has changed over the years vis-a-vis, your association with him? Has it gotten stronger? Do you feel more reassured working with him? And do you detect any change in terms of his skill or talent or the way he delivers?
No. I feel wherever I left it with him, I picked it up right from there. And he's quite mad, so he always keeps me entertained. Because kabhi I'd come and I say, itni garmi. So mereko aap minus 20 degrees mein dal dijiye, I don't feel cold. But anything over 32 degrees, I'm like boiling. And with the lights, it becomes 50 degrees. It's so hot. And it's a big set. So you cannot air condition the whole set. And it's very difficult shoots. It's a very difficult shoot in general. So having him around is great. He's a big stress buster. And he'd always tell me, Preeti, invite me for your cricket game. I'll come and cheer for the other team. And I'm like, Santosh, I'm going to kill you. I'm like, I got you lunch. eat it. It has poison in it. And we just crack these stupid jokes with each other. But I think for me, I left it with him. I always got along with him on day one. I don't know why. I always felt comfortable with him. He was always amazing. And I still feel the same. So the only thing that's changed, my respect for him, my admiration for him has only grown over the years. And that's about it. If I have to praise him more, then he has to pay me. I'm not praising him anymore.
So you're among the foremost Indian celebrities to walk the red carpet. How does it feel to be back here in Cannes?
वो तो आपको रेड कार्पेट के बाद ही I'll tell you, because I've just come from the airport to here and I've only been doing interviews. So I'm excited because when I first came to Cannes, very few people knew Indian cinema, Indian actors. They knew some, like, you know, Mr. Satyajit Ray and stalwarts that, you know, we didn't work with or know that way. But now, I remember in 2006, I came for the premiere of Veer Zara in Paris, and I was like, wow, so many people have come to see the movie. They just loved it. And the French, I mean, they loved Kal Ho Na Ho, they loved Veer Zara, and I'm only taking my film names because I don't know if they, I mean, because they told me so. So, but the fact is now they know so much more about Indian cinema, about Indian artists, about Indian culture, and that feels really good. So, abhi jab red carpet ke baad aungi, then I'll send you a little telegram about what's changed. But I think it's just gotten bigger, better, and more wow.
Why haven't we seen you in the last 7 years?
I didn't want to do a film. I was focusing on business. I wanted to focus on my personal life. People forget that for women as actors, you know, yes, your craft is important. Yes, you want a body of work, but there's a biological clock. You also, I never dated anybody in the industry. I've never dated an actor. So the logical thing was I had to, you know, also have my own family. It's great to live various lives, but you shouldn't forget to live your own life. So I wanted to have children. I wanted to focus on all that. And there's always a film and there's always a film. And then, so I was just, and business was also, I was very excited about it. It was something different. But mostly it was, I wanted to focus on my personal life. And so I said, okay, you know what? I'm, you know, going to focus on that part of me, because I really don't want to be an accomplished actor, but a lonely person, you know. And everyone was telling me that, you know, you're going to miss the bus and the truck and the plane and the train. And I was like, okay. So, I mean, I'm laughing about it, but it's true. And it's for every woman who works out there. Everybody tells you, and, you know, you tell yourself, I want equality. I want to be equal to a man. I want to work as hard with a man. But in the world, they don't give you equality. You have a biological clock and nature is not equal to you. So you have to leave what you're doing and focus on that. And then my kids are 2.5 and I'm back at work. And I'm loving coming back to work, but I have so much guilt every day I go to work because I'm like, I'm missing out. And, you know, my daughter Gia looks at me and Jay looks at me and he's like, Mama, please stay with us. And they like look at me and I start crying. Seriously, I start crying. And I'm telling myself, oh God, it's okay. There's so many other women who work. It's okay. And, but just when I read the script and I was like, and my joke was like, even if there was a role of a tree, I would have done it. Because it's such a relevant film today. It's such a beautiful film. It's such a powerful film that I was like, however I can, I want to be part of it. Because this kind of project, it needs people that really are dying to be in it and believe in it. And I don't want to say too much because kahin wapas jaake main they'll just like be like, hello. But it really was something. And in the middle, I like, you know, heard scripts. But I was like, okay. And I wasn't in that stage in my life where I had to like feed myself or I had to be like, okay, you know, I have to work. I was in a little comfortable zone. So I was like, I don't want to do anything that's not like really calling out to me. But this, the story, the script, like when I read it, I was like, every scene, there's so much terror. There's like, it's so important. It's so powerful. It just screamed at me. Like, and I was like, I'm doing it. And then some of my friends were like, why, like, how come you're doing this? Why are you doing it? And I knew I was doing it. Then I knew that if people think I can't do it or this is so not me, because I had some few friends who were like, are you serious? Like, really? And I was like, yes. Then I knew in my heart of hearts, like, yes, when people think that you cannot do something and you feel you can, then you're really on the right track, because it's your inner voice is louder than when people, are saying something and your inner voice is saying something else. And I think it's a very relevant film. I hope people love it and like it as much as we've enjoyed and been tortured and worked so hard in the sun, and it's been very, very difficult, but I think it's going to be worth it in the end.
How was the reunion with Sunny Deol on Celluloid?
Sunny is always, I'd like to say fun to work with, but he's not, I mean, I have to say 1,000 lines to him for him to say one line back. I can have to talk, and he's like, So he's more quiet, but he's wonderful. It's like, it feels like home working with him. I worked with him in so many films, and he's so nice. So it's great working with him again.
Towards the end, talking about this particular year, it's a significant year for India. One of the films after 30 years is in the main competition section. Payal Kapadia's All We Imagine Is Light. What are you looking forward to? Are you looking forward to it being the best year maybe for India?
I hope so. I think the past 3 films that I've seen and I loved, were 12th Fail. And I think all your viewers should watch it, 12th Fail. I loved Lapata Ladies, amazing. And I absolutely loved Article 370. And I don't think these films would have come out like 10 years ago and people would have really enjoyed them. But people have changed, cinema has changed, I've changed, probably you've changed, I don't know. I hope you have. We all changed, so yes. And I would love to see Indian films doing better on global stages, not just here, all over the world. And I'm so proud, and I feel like this is the time for India all over the world. Like, it's our time now. So I feel very good about that.
Preeti, I must say, as in real, you are in real. What extraordinary exuberance, and I can see that you don't really have to act on camera. You're so much your natural self.
Thank you. You're very kind. I'm a little tired, so I'm making more of an effort today. But no.